So today I'm going to be teaching about logical operators in Python. Logical operators in Python. So let us connect to our runtime. Um, so we are using an example here: a equals b and a not equals b, or we can say a equals to b and a not equals to b. Now if we run this, we'll get false. Now let me explain why it happened like that. You see, when you're using an AND operators, both condition needs to be true. If both condition is not true, it will return false. You get, it will return false. So let's use the same thing with or. A equal b, or what? Sorry. When you run this, you will get false true. Alright. In this case, in AND, both condition must be true, meaning this condition and this condition must be true. But for or, one of the condition must be true. One of the condition must be true. If one of the condition is not, if one condition is true, it will return true. But if both conditions are false, it will return what? It will return false. But when it comes to not is a little bit different. So not, let's say a equal b. What not does is that if a condition is true, it will tell you it's false. If a condition is false, it will tell you it's true. You get. So you see what I'm talking about. A is equals b. Is it true? No. 3 is not equals to 2, but it's returning what? It's returning true. But if we say 3 equals to a is equal, but if we say 3 is equals to 3, we get false. Meanwhile, it is true. But you see that the logic here changes. A is equals to b. You see that is not true. Is true, and a not equals to b is what? A is not equals to b is false. So because both conditions are not true, and returns false. And when it comes to or, you see it still returns true. And when it comes to not, it returns what? False. It returns false. So but let us make and true now. If we say is less than or equals to, you see it and becomes true, right? Or becomes true, and not becomes what? False. Hope you are getting it. So let us use string. Yeah, we will be using integers. Let us use string. You can use float, but now let us use string. Let's say a is equals to prime. Alright. So a is equals to prime and b is equals to um whose name would I use? A is equals to prime and b is equals to, let's say, Debbie. Alright. So if we say here, let's say we want to print, let us just use everything again. A is equals to b and a, let that be, you see, let us see the output. You get false, true, true. You see, a is not equals to b, neither is a greater than or less than b. You get. So in this case, if we say a is not equals to b, I will still come here and say not equals to b. You see that false becomes forms false, it becomes and becomes true, or is still true, because at least one of them is correct. If both of them is correct, all will still return true. You see that not is still true. Why? Because a is not equals to b, so not turned it to true, whereas it is false. So you see that not just inverse or reverse whatsoever you are doing. So that is just the simplest explanation. So hope it is well understood. So that will be the end of the class for logical operators.